Russia was out of the world's headline, but under the leadership of Vladimir Putin, who became president in the 2000s, things have changed radically. Putin called the collapse of the Soviet Union the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the 20th century. He has dedicated himself to reversing this catastrophe and restoring Russia to what he sees as its rightful position as a formidable world power. As we've seen with Putin's annexation of Ukraine in the Crimean Peninsula and its territories in Georgia and Moldova, he's already had a lot of success. But he won't stop there. Russia's return to great power status has tremendous impact and prophetic importance. Russia is prophesied to fulfill in world affairs, but also because their aggressive actions are causing alarm and urgency in Europe, and this is the power we really must watch. Such a monster Russian nuclear power is going to impact this world. The nuclear genie is out of the vessel. We have reached the point of no return. How these words and events may not frighten every one of us, don't we realize that this earth is like a ticking nuclear bomb about to explode? There is one facet to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38:2, which should be remembered very carefully. There is a chief prince who rules Russia, the land of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal. He is a fearsome leader, and this prophecy in Ezekiel 38 is specifically addressed to him. Furthermore, we know that Ezekiel 38 is specifically addressed to the end time, or the last year. These events could be happening in our time today. Therefore, we must look for a prince of Russia, somewhere in the scene. Jared Fleury wrote in his booklet, The Prince of Russia Prophesied. When you study Ezekiel 38, alongside current events that reveal Moscow's modern imperialist direction, you see that Russian President Vladimir Putin could very well be the Prince of Russia. We firmly believe that he is fact. We need to watch Vladimir Putin closely. For some, it's almost certain that he is the Prince of Russia, whom God inspired Ezekiel to write about 2,500 years ago. We need to look at what is happening in Russia and how Europe responds to it. Daniel 11:44 talks about news from the East disturbing Europe. Putin's tactics in Georgia, the Middle East, now Ukraine, as well as elsewhere, are already deeply upsetting Europe and the world. Russia's resurgence, which we often see in the headlines, show that the biblical end-time prophecies are rapidly being fulfilled. God is offering the wonderful opportunity to know now who is the Lord. Horrible wars are prophesied to take place very soon. But God will deliver his people, those who know he is the Lord and trust in him.
Торжественность сегодняшнего праздника. Он приурочен к знаменательной дате – 60-летию побратимских отношений между Санкт-Петербургом и Дрезденом.
This word is in a kind of madness, much like Jesus Christ prophesied nearly 2,000 years ago that we would be in the end time, but then there will be great tribulation. Such has not been since the beginning of the world, and there never will be. And except if these days were they not shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. These words should definitely raise the alarm. Repent! It's time to speak and write with simplicity. It's all according to divine plan. Europe's growing nervousness about events in Russia give us a glimmer of light on a dire biblical prophecy. Russia scares Europe and fulfills Bible prophecy. More Russian dictatorial government is on the scene. And you need to know where it's leading. This power is already able to challenge Europe when no one else can, including the United States and the European Union, and will become the world's #1 superpower. So says Bible prophecy. The Russian economy is in trouble, and time is running out for your chance to cut yourself off from a position of lasting significance. Its conventional military and nuclear arsenal are aging rapidly. Demographically, birth rates are plummeting. Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin are running out of the time to restore Russia to the status of a great empire. This is the Russia of the moment. Bible prophecy says this will indeed happen. Don't wait for Russia to get out of the headlines. In fact, he hopes that Russia will step up its efforts to restore the Soviet Empire. Believing the Bible gives us an understanding and reveals the future status of Russia and the major events in which this world power will participate. God is offering the wonderful opportunity to know now who is the Lord.